It's been a fantastic Friday so far for the Nawali factory. Maverick Vinales and Aleix Espargaro 1-2 as we move into the final 10 minutes of this FP1 session.
It's obvious that they work when the track is low grip. They seem to work really well. And I think rather than saying the Aprilia gets better grip and traction than the opposition, I think they're so good at carrying corner speed. That's their strong point. And if you don't slow down as much, you don't need the grip to build back up the speed.
Aleix Espargaro actually was right on the charge. He's just set the fastest time of the day so far, 1:31.088, and he'd just come through the first half of this Mandalika lap over half a second clear. He was going to be the first rider potentially into the 130s. Aleix Espargaro then has found a 1:34.74. What a lap that is by the Aprilia man. Angel Schwarzer there.
Just asking are you stopping, and there was a shake of the head from Bez.
Marco Bezzecchi then is heading out for a second stint on that GP23.
Going to be hard this weekend, but anyway, I think at the moment we are here that this is really, really important. With Bez, it's amazing because he got the operation 6 days ago and he thought it was worse, so this is a good step, but I said to him, take calm because in the end this is very long. So if we have to take some risks, it's better to take tomorrow the risk and after tomorrow. So step by step, this is really, really important.
As we ride on board with Marco Bezzecchi then, what are going to be very uncomfortable and very painful laps. Oh, and that is Bezzecchi. That's Marco Bezzecchi, and that is the last thing that he needed. 5 days out of surgery on that fractured right collarbone. Plate and screws already getting tested here as he barrel rolled through the gravel trap into turn number 11. So Bezzecchi was down. He had actually remarkably set the fastest second split around this 4.3 kilometre Mandalika circuit, but he didn't get to go through sector 3. Tough one. Yeah. Marco Bezzecchi 5 days ago was having surgery on that right collarbone, and you thought, well, he might have just maybe taken a cautious approach to the early proceedings here at Mandalika, but he had set the second fastest second split before he crashed out at turn 11. This man, what a superstar. Pain threshold off the scale, skill and bravery off the scale. Absolutely, yeah, thumbs up, quite rightly, from Mooney VR46 boss Pablo Nieto. We follow the Prima Pramac Racing Ducati of Jorge Martin. Over the line he comes and he goes into P1, and that's the first sub 132 lap of this session then. Martin finding his feet and finding his form once again here very early in Mandalika. A 1:31.811, the Martinator back on top. 2 times we picked up Bagnaia in this session. The first time we were riding on board with him at turn 10 when he was putting in a hot lap and made a mistake, and just from that previous lap as well when he was pushing and getting his head down, there was another mistake there from the 26-year-old Italian. So all not going swimmingly here beachside, is it, in Mandalika so far for the number 1?
Oh, good save, boy. That was another front lock like we've seen so often. You watch the front tuck there, turn in, yep, and held it up with his knee and let go the brake.
Bagnaia, who just does not look happy with life, does he, at the moment in Indonesia? As it stands right now, we're just under 7 minutes of this vital practice session remaining. He's going to creep into Q2 in 9th place. He just hasn't had top 3 pace so far on day 1 here in Indonesia, but this could be good enough. Still on course for the top 6, but he lost the rear, and that is game over. That was a big, big scare, wasn't it, for Pecco Bagnaia, and they know the world champion then will be in Q1 tomorrow morning.
Oh, wow, that was 2 different incidents and ended up in the same spot.
Got to say, Sam, the pair of them are both pretty lucky there, because that could have been a nasty one.
Yep.
Has not been a good session so far for the factory KTM team, hasn't it? Because just we were wrapping up that interview, turn 11 again. Rabinder goes up into 2nd place. Brilliant job by the Red Bull KTM star, a 1:37.62. And Marquez. Now that was almost a repeat of the crash he had, wasn't it, in the warm-up here 18 months ago. was pretty close there between the two Repsol Honda riders. Marquez just got it a little bit loose on that high-speed change direction coming through 6, 7 and 8, and it just looked like he just had to roll out of it there. Look how close that was. Mir's stricken RC213V was not a million miles away from collecting Pecco Bagnaia there, so Mir ends the day 19th. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. He's okay. Marquez inside the top 6.
Need more MotoGP action? Click here to get your fix.